Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken is here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we got the Season 39 Tech Tree Guide ready to go for you here. It's an interesting season, a few different ways we can go. We're going to cover all of it. Guys, if you do enjoy the videos, I appreciate it if you throw in that code CHICKEN in the shop. It does help to support the channel, all that stuff, if you're going to grab instant training. I heard there was a deal floating around, apparently not. Yeah, and also guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we're posting Season 39 each and every single day this season. It's a longer season, 27 days, and here's where we're at. So right out of the gates, it's a heavy rush. Now let's look at a couple things that we need to unlock right away, and then we'll look kind of longer term in the tech tree because there's some really interesting stuff here. Okay, so right out of the gates, you want to max out your heavies. We're in a heavy rush meta to start the season off. So heavies and brick are going to be awesome. And then as we move forward, we've already got choices. Now, I screwed up. I thought for some reason flamethrowers and the multi-node were connected to 3 engines and the mortar wasn't. So I thought I had to go that way. If I had realized that that wasn't the case, I would have gone straight forward. So either go defensive or go offensive. And I think what makes sense, again, is if you're lower level, to go defensive. If you have a little bit more starting tech, skip ahead because there's some good stuff. So right out of the gates, yeah, I would just go straight line, minimally upgrade the defenses, get the troop health, get the stupid mechs. Our first stopping point is going to be troop damage because in a heavy rush meta, troop damage can be really valuable. Next, we want to get flares. Again, heavy rush meta, flares were a huge unlock for me. My times increased by like 20 seconds, so that was definitely huge. Next, we have a big choice here. We can either keep moving forward and go to 4 yards, which is going to be, you know, not much of anything. We got boom mines, we got warriors, we got finally 4 yards, but we have shock launchers super early. Shock launchers are really going to slow down the heavy rush meta. And if we look forward ahead here, what do we have beside rocket choppers? We have an extra 2 shock launchers. So this is going to be a 4 shock launcher season. How crazy is that? Since we haven't really seen the tech tree, let's just kind of skip ahead and take a look at some of this other stuff here. It looks pretty standard. To me, it seems like one of those seasons where everything is good is packed together, which is not really what you want for a long season because it doesn't create any push points. We do have heavy choppers way down here and seekers and bullet and troop damage and barrage. So everything in 5 is really nice towards the end of it. In 6. And then at the very end of the tree, we've got our proto nodes. They stuck the mines in the right spot this time. A lot of good stuff at 7. So I think overall it's going to be a fun season, especially at the end. It's just for now it's going to be really tough to break away from everybody, just simply because everything is good. You know, everyone's either got shock launchers that you're going against, or they've got a lot of defense, or yeah, they're kind of in between. But yeah, I think our next stopping point, guys, I think what we want to do next, I don't know if I'm going to go the shock route because that's going to be a lot of keys. It's going to take me a day to do that. I might go building health next just to slow down the times. Might go building health, mines, DBD, something like that. So the attack's pretty straightforward. There's not really a whole lot to go over there. If you don't have flares, I wouldn't split drop because the times are a little bit slow. Obviously, I do have them, so I'm going to show you how we do this here. So we're going to go right on that first engine, and then on bases like this, it's actually faster to go to the top than the bottom usually. Not always the case, but usually. A little disclaimer. Yeah, so we're either going... We're pretty well doing this every time. We're just going up and down. We're just in a big triangle kind of formation here. And the time that we've been getting is usually around 3:30. And yeah, that's been enough to kind of maintain where we're at, I guess, and not lose, but let's see. Also, the game's going to crash a lot if since we're using battle orders. If battle orders is active and you go to return, there we go. And you go to return at the end of the attack. This is nothing new. It's been like this for years. It's just more noticeable in warships because we're using battle orders quite a lot. So, yeah. Just what you do is just hit view your opponent's replay to end the match rather than return if it does bother you. Okay, so we're going up this way next. And over here. And we'll use another battle orders. It is worth upgrading Brick too to get that battle orders. It's just active for a little bit longer, which, you know, when the meta comes down to seconds, then that's definitely helpful. So 329, we're feeling fine, I think. Yeah, there we go. All right, so my base setup is not anything spectacular. I have a lot of splash in the middle. It's just to try to slow them down. We need more stuff to worry about defense right now. Doesn't really make sense because our defense isn't. It's not going to be stopping them, right? It's the point of the flamethrowers and stuff is just to try to slow them down a little bit. We're not really going to be able to do that until we add some stats, until we add either building health or mines or something like that. So let's get everybody moving and grooving. Moving and grooving. There we go, there we go, there we go. And one last battle orders coming down the hatch right here. A little bit shy, 328. 328 is probably going to lose. but yeah, that's how the attack's working. But we can get a lot of attacks in right now, so we can really try to make this perfect. 331, ouch. Yeah, it's too bad because I just need a couple more chests and then we'd be off to the races, but we're going to be stuck in this rank for the next little bit here, unfortunately. But at the same time, you know, what did we learn last season? It's not a big deal if you're late to gold on day one, especially on a long season. The difference in gold chest in rank compared to the iron chest is literally one key and I think like 33,000 tokens, 50,000 tokens, something like that. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. You know, it might push us, if we're here for days and days, it might, you know, we might lose an upgrade or something. It's not the end of the world. So as long as our path makes sense, which it does, which is what I'm sharing with you guys, then we'll be in good shape. We'll be in good shape for the rest of the season. So that's what's important, is to get on the right path. Okay, let's see here. Nope. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes it just crashes anyways. I guess if you finish this before you, then it doesn't matter. I don't know. Alright, so we got the dub there. So we're doing alright in this video. We got time for about 10 more attacks, but you know, with how long that they take. Alright, so we're gonna rush here. This one I think makes sense again to go to from the bottom to the top. Just like Drake says. There we go. And let's go like that. Brick's trailing behind quite a lot. I used the battle orders early there because Brick looked like she was going to die. Or get caught somewhere silly. 329, a little bit slow. I don't know, I find 330 is kind of the, you know, it's like the slowest. You don't want to go any slower than that. Alright, there's a dub. There's a dubski. Let's get into another one here. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments what path you went, if it's working for you, if it's not working. I do think shock launchers were an early push point if you were able to get there before anybody else, because that's really going to slow down your opponent's times. Alright, let's go here and here. And we're going up, going up, going up, going up. Go, 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 go. Run, you big dummies. 328, that's a loss. It's funny how you pretty well know it just off the time, eh? You do enough of these attacks and then you just know exactly where they're going. Ouch. 1 second. 1 second. So it's gonna come down to speed for the first day probably. This guy's got mines. Let's see how the mines do. It's slowing us down. This will kind of help us determine if that's where we want to go to next or not. Okay, we're moving, we're grooving. Come on, Bricky, get out of there. And also, I forgot to mention, I maxed out the gunboat because since we're using flares and battle orders, we're actually using a decent amount of GBE. So definitely helpful. I don't know if you have to max out the gunboat, but definitely helpful to get a few ticks into it right off the start. So yeah. Come on. Go all the way back over here. Yeah, I did max it, so we'll see. There we go. Let's try to get back to rank 13 at least. Okay. But yeah, so like I said, you guys let me know how you're making out. Interested to hear this guy's got the microwaver. He's going for those shock launchers. I don't know what prototype I would pick. I think I'd honestly go with the grappler. Unless you have a bunch of stuff to support the microwaver. Because right out of the gate, like you see the microwaver, it doesn't really do anything to the heavies. I have Troop Health in it right now, but I don't have it upgraded at all. So, yeah, I think that's just, you know, I think I'd sooner go with the grappler just in case it's able to grab brick or something like that. At least it's going to kill some heavies. The microwaver essentially doesn't do anything. Okay. A draw. All right, well, I gotta run. It's time to go to work, but appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you had a good start to the season, and yeah, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Use that code Chicken in the shop. We'll catch you next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.